Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. This is your coach Aina. Welcome to my channel. So, in today's video, I want to talk to you about a personal story. When I moved to Luxembourg, or when I moved to Europe, I was looking for a job and I had applied for multiple jobs on LinkedIn. I had applied through search portals. I had, asked for referrals. And even though I was able to get some interview calls, I was not really able to crack these interviews and finally land an offer. It took me about 5 or 6 interviews to finally, land a job here in Europe. And today I want to talk to you about, what I think worked well and what I think I did not do well in the previous interviews that I was giving, and what worked well in the success of the interview that I finally landed a job offer. There are some differences between Indian hiring and European hiring, the way Indians hire and the way European companies hire. So I think to understand the differences in hiring and to perform, for each of these interviews differently from the way you prepare for an, Indian hiring would be extremely relevant in improving your success to convert an interview call to a job offer. So let's get started. So number one is conviction. Now, what happened to me was when I used to apply for jobs, I would randomly apply and then I would get an interview call. But in the back of my mind, I would know that I'm not a 100% match according to the job description. So even if I was a 70% match, probably I would, luckily get an interview call. But I would go into that interview doubting myself and thinking that, okay, because I'm not a match, there is, highly unlikely that, I will get recruited for this job. So I think the first thing that is required is a shift in mindset to believe in yourself, to have the confidence and believe in yourself that I can convert this call. And even if I'm a 60 to 70% fit for the job description that I've applied for, I would still be able to perform well and succeed in this role. I think the first and most important thing is to have that conviction and that mindset to win. Number two is confidence. Now, confidence is extremely important in any job interview, whether it is interviewing for an Indian company or a European company. Confidence is extremely crucial, and demonstrating that inbuilt confidence is also extremely crucial. But the problem that happened to me was that after failing at multiple job interviews, I got demotivated and I was filled with negativity, and then I thought that I will not be able to land a job here. So I think that sort of reduced my confidence to be able to perform in interviews well. Interview confidence is all about displaying your performance and also about convincing someone of your potential to be successful in that role in future. So it has the performance part and also the potential part. So to be able to do that, you have to be confident in your capability in terms of how your experiences have shaped you in the past, and also how you would use skills and learn new things to become valuable to that organization in future. So I think when you when you attend multiple interviews and you would not be able to crack that, somewhere that confidence starts going down. But it's important to keep up the confidence level up, and again still hang on there and think that there is one thing that I did was to create a fresh outlook in my mind, saying that more than I need this job, they need me. That kind of shifted the mindset totally and brought a lot of confidence. So what do I mean by that? When I say more than I need the job, they need me because I am good at 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you have this framing in your mind and you can think about why you would be a best fit for this role, that will develop a lot of inbuilt confidence in you and not make you look desperate and wanting for that job. So I think, yes, confidence is very important. Now, the third and the most important thing in European hiring is European companies in general they do look a lot for culture fit. Now, what is culture fit? It is basically how a new employee would fit in to the ways of working and to the workplace setup, and how they would work along well with other colleagues and employees. Now, and one way to understand whether you're a good culture fit is to understand how well you collaborate effectively with multiple teams and achieve goals and objectives. Now, you have to understand that it's not about you, but it's about the organization winning, and to put the organizational goal forward, and instead of your personal goals. So I think this has to come across while you give your interviews, where the employer needs to get the confidence that yes, you are a good fit for this workplace, or you're a good fit for this organization. And that culture fit element is extremely important. No matter how confident, how competent you are, if there is no culture fit, even if you are good, you would be rejected. It took me a long time to realize that I am missing out because of culture fit, and not because of something else. So the moment I realized that, I started talking more about working collaboratively, working with teams effectively, and sharing stories from my work where I have done that and successfully achieved goals. And I think that was one of the major factors to make the hiring decision for my employer. Now, the next thing is to demonstrate competency. Now, competency is nothing but what have you done in life and how those skills would be relevant in future. Now, competency I'm specifically talking about in the space of a startup or a new age company, and not really an established MNC or a business conglomerate. Now, competency becomes extremely important in new age startups, because there is nobody to babysit you, or employer expects you to be functional and roll up your sleeves and start functioning from day one. So in that context, I think competency becomes very relevant to be able to see that how quickly you can be extremely valuable for that company and start contributing. And that has to be demonstrated in terms of when you are giving an interview. So one thing I did during my interview process was, I was asked what would you do in the first quarter, so first 90 days, what would you do once we hire you. So here I actually created a 30, 60, 90-day plan as to what will I do in the first 30 days, what will I do in the next 60 days, what will I do in the next 30 days, and then what will I finally accomplish by the end of 90 days. I think that give the employer a lot of confidence in terms of how I was able to demonstrate my competency and to prove to them that yes, I am competent for this role. So we talked about what is extremely important in terms of European hiring, in terms of interviewing for European jobs, and finally improving your chances of success. We talked about confidence, we talked about conviction, we talked about culture fit, and we talked about demonstrating competencies. I hope you like this video. This was my personal learning that I learned from my mistakes or failures in giving job interviews, and finally succeeding at it. I hope you like this. Please do share, subscribe, and comment if you like this video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.